Arataki Itto is a character that is trash. I am sorry to say it. Trash damage, trash element. Hoyoverse refuses to buff the Geo element. I don't know why they hate me so much. But Arataki Itto is also a character that I love. And he is a character that I always come back to just to see if maybe we can cook something up and make him work. So today I was in one of those moods where I thought to myself, hey, it's 2025 now. Maybe this is finally Itto's year. So once again, I decided to pull Itto off of the bench and see what he can do in 2025. What's up? My name is Taiyuji, and today we are going to be building Arataki Itto. I freaking love this character. Honestly, I like a lot of Geo characters. Basically every single Geo character in the game. It's just unfortunate because I haven't really played Itto in a really long time because he's never really been meta. He's definitely not meta right now. And he's one of those DPS characters that have just been slowly phased out of the game, unfortunately. But if he is a character that you enjoy, he is definitely a character that you can still make work. And the reason why I'm doing this video today is because somebody asked specifically for Itto. Their comment asked for a free-to-play Itto, which my account isn't free to play. I do Woken and Battle Pass, but I can definitely go over some options that you have for weapons, artifacts, teams, yada yada, etc, etc. So generally how Arataki Itto works is, if you notice when he's doing his normal attack animations, he has 4 distinctive hits on his normal attack animation. I'm sorry, Perfect, you cannot join my world right now. But if we notice, after 2 normal attacks, right, if we do a dash, he doesn't reset his normal attack animation. He still did his 3rd and 4th hit. And the reason for that is because what you're trying to do is you're trying to land your normal attacks to stack something called superlative strength. You can have a max of 5 superlative strength stacks, and you get a stack for your 2nd and 4th hit of your normal attack string. And also you have Ushi, where I think it's every 2 seconds, once Ushi takes a hit, you can gain 1 stack of superlative strength from Ushi getting hit. And once you gain those stacks, you get an enhanced charge attack, where normally if you don't have any stacks, you get this really crappy long charge attack animation. Like, this does nothing for you. So what you want is 1, 2, that's 1 stack, and 2 stacks. And then we got 4 stacks now. And then now we'll see, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like hits, because you'll end with that little plunge attack every single time. But what you're trying to do with Arataki Itto is you're trying to build up his elemental burst. And the reason why you're trying to build your burst up is because when you activate his elemental burst, Ushi does way more damage when you throw him while you're in your elemental burst. And then also you gain a Geo infusion, and all of your normal attacks and charge attacks do more damage in this form. So that is why you're trying to build this up. You can usually get 2 elemental skills off before your elemental burst ends. So that is Arataki Itto's general game plan. But let's go ahead and see how to build Arataki Itto. Now, Arataki Itto does scale off of defense, so taking him up to level 90 would be preferred. It's not like the most necessary, but like you eventually want to get him to level 90. And as far as weapons go, one of Itto's best free-to-play options is White Blind. Besides White Blind, if you are struggling with energy, this would hurt Arataki Itto's damage a lot, but sometimes it's hard to get his elemental burst back, especially if you don't have that great of artifacts. So using Favoni's Greatsword, I've done it before. I've definitely used this, and it's worked pretty well. But besides that, if you have any good 5-star stat sticks, Verdict is good, or I mean Redstone, his signature weapon, is obviously his best in slot. Or if you're using Arataki Itto's newer best team, I'll show it later, you can also use Fruitful Hook. And as far as artifacts go, Husk of Opulent Dreams is generally his best artifact set. It is the artifact set that was made for him specifically. But also on this other team that I am hinting at, you could also use Long Night's Oath, I'm just saying. But generally, like the way that you normally want to play Arataki Itto, Husk of Opulent Dreams is generally the set that you want to go for. And you're going to want to build them with a defense % sands, a geo damage bonus goblet, and then a crit rate or crit damage circlet. So I think my Arataki Itto is still built for the most part. I just didn't have a geo damage bonus goblet on him. Boom. Basically 78% crit rate over 120 crit damage, which is pretty good considering I don't have a crit rate weapon. The only unfortunate thing is only 116 energy recharge. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Wait a sec. This flower is cracked. 82 over 130 crit damage, 127 energy recharge. I think that's good enough because we're going to be running him with other Geo characters, so he should be able to get his elemental burst back in time. Now let's go for teams. What teams do we want with the Arataki Itto. Now, C6 Goro is a very good option. So I think for the most part, this would kind of be your core if you're trying to run 3 Geo characters. Before Chiori came out, you would want to run Albedo. You could also run Zhongli if you didn't have either of those other characters. But this is where you would kind of run into an issue, because if you were trying to use 3 Geo characters to fully utilize C6 Goro, you would probably want to slot in Farina here. And the reason for that is because Farina gives damage percent bonus as opposed to like attack percent, because you could run Bennett here. Like, that's definitely an option. And if you were trying to run free-to-play Itto, this would probably be your team instead. Like, you probably run like Geo Traveler here. And this right here is a pretty good team. If you didn't have C6 Goro, you wouldn't necessarily need the 3rd Geo character. You could instead run Xiangling. This is legit a team that I used to use. I would run Arataki Itto on Favonius Greatsword so that everybody could get their energy back in time so they could use their elemental bursts. And it worked. I was able to clear Spiral Abysses with that team. I don't know about nowadays. I think that the damage ceiling is way higher. I don't know if you'd be able to get away with that now, but that is a free-to-play team that I used to use. Back when Arataki Itto first dropped, this was the Mono Geo core. This is what you were supposed to run. But nowadays, this just doesn't do enough damage. Like, you need other buffers and everything on the team. It's just so unfortunate. Like, Hoyoverse, please do something for Mono Geo. Do something for the Geo element. But for right now, before I unveil Arataki Itto's actual best team, why are so many people trying to join my world right now? I will show off Mono Geo as it was intended. Man, this really takes me back, because before, I used to use exclusively Geo characters, basically, until version 3 came out, like, basically until Sumeru. So, holy crap. Alright, let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. Then we get a couple in. Elemental skill. And then Burst of Chiori. Boom, there it is. And as you can see, the damage is fine. It's not anything crazy, but it is also a very easy team to use. Mono Geo is very easy to use because all you gotta do is make sure you have a Geo construct down. Chiori comes out with 2 of her dolls. You use Goro's stuff, then you go into Arataki Itto, burst elemental skill, and then you just start bashing away. And you feel like this unstoppable force, and it feels very good. And it makes Arataki Itto very fun to play. It's the reason why I really like it. Because first of all, I just like Itto as a character. But then that feeling you get when you're playing Mono Geo feels very good, makes you feel unstoppable. But unfortunately, now for Arataki Itto, a better team for him is actually Plunge Arataki Itto. And I actually made a video about this before just because I wanted to use Arataki Itto again. But I was kind of trolled that this is what it has come to. It seems as though this team just does more damage, is what I later found out, which is really unfortunate. Yeah. Which is why I said in the artifacts, you could probably use Long Night's Oath if you were using that team. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Let me try this. Wait. Oh my god, I even have the perfect Arataki Itto circlet. Look at that. Defense 19%. Hold up. Let me cook real quick. And then we are at backstacks now. I think that was a 100k. Oh my god, we are hitting 100k plunges. Oh my god. Arataki Itto is still meta. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that this team can clear the Spiral Abyss. Let's go ahead and try this out in the Abyss. And we are going to be using the Fruitful Hook. Minor side tangent. Arataki Itto's actual real best team involves Mavuika, because of course it does. And the damage on this team is higher just because Mavuika does such a ridiculous amount of damage. So it's not even necessarily Itto doing the damage. Plus, I don't have Mavuika, so that is why I decided to not showcase that team. There are also some cool teams that you can do with Shalonen, which are arguably better than Plunge Itto. But in these teams, you cut out Goro, who was the support that was specifically made for him. So I just appreciated that even though the Plunge team changes how he plays, it at least keeps his main support on the team. So that is why I chose to focus on Plunge Itto. Okay, now to test if this actually works or not in this Spiral Abyss. Because we definitely want Pyro right here, but we're gonna see if we can just brute force it anyways. here. And then wait for him to come up. And then we do get energy back in time, so that is very good. Boom. And then we're going to see if we can brute force our way through this, even past this guy's massive HP bar, which is usually offset by the fact that you can do, you know, just percent of health, like to him for, what's it called? For popping those, like, fruits. We're going to see if we can just do that without that. You know, maybe it works regardless, right? At least with Arataki Itto, we don't have to worry about his spinning attack. We have so much, like, resistance that we don't get knocked out. Like, we literally will not be moved by that. And then we are able to do it. Nice. And let's just try and get our burst back. And sorry, I was in the middle of playing the game. It's hard for me to think and play the game at the same time. But Arataki Itto has so much resistance interruption that the spin attack does not matter to us. We can just keep doing our plunges regardless, which is something that I've always really liked about Arataki Itto. Resistance interruption, overlooked in Genshin Impact, because it's really annoying getting hit out of your combos. So if you can just ignore that, feels pretty good. Darn it. Okay, I didn't get that off in time. We're just going to go ahead and start plunging, though, even though we do not have our elemental burst. I was like, it should be fine. Oh, yeah. Get in there, Arataki Itto. You still got this. Come on, you got this. I believe in you, Arataki Itto. Okay, let's try and get some energy back real quick. There it is. There it is. My boy. And by the way, Arataki Itto is doing pretty well because on this first half, I'm using a team that is not really good. I don't know what this team is. It's just, it has Electro Charge, and Veressa does not have artifacts on because all of her artifacts are on Arataki Itto. She just has some random 5 pieces on. I actually don't know what's on her. Okay, let's get it. Here, get some extra energy. Is that real? Oh god. Please, okay. Let's go! Let's do it. Do it, Arataki Itto. Let's go. It was close. It was close, but we got there. Arataki Itto can indeed 36 star the Spiral Abyss still. And might I add, in a Spiral Abyss that was not made for him whatsoever. And also, check out my Veressa build. I realized in Chamber 2, I was like, wait, I don't think I put any actual artifacts on Veressa. I do have a C2 Veressa, though, so that definitely helped out. And that is Arataki Itto. He is a character that I always try and make work. I always end up coming back to him. He's not a meta DPS by any metric, definitely not even close. He has definitely fallen off since his release, but I really like Arataki Itto as a character. I really like his design. So if you already have Arataki Itto and you're trying to build him, I say go for it. He is a lot of fun to play. But if you were thinking about rolling for Arataki Itto, I don't know if I can recommend that. Like, I can't tell you what to do with your primo gems. Definitely do whatever you want to do. If Arataki is your favorite character and you really want him, that's all you want in the game, then, I mean, you can still go for him. But just know, and it does feel really bad to say this, he does feel way worse to play than other DPS characters. Like, it is a lot harder to make him work. So if you are using primo gems for him, it might end up feeling kind of bad. That's just a warning that I want to give people. But he still did do it. So there's that. That is going to be all for today's video. If you watched the entire thing, thank you so much for watching. It really helps me out. And just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. And I will see you in the next video.